mix it up, get drunk. Take a cup, fill a cup, get drunk. I said throw it up, mix it up, get drunk. Take a cup, take a shot, what's up? Tryna get cake like it's my wedding day. Tryna get lit like it's my wedding day. I'm tryna get cake like it's my wedding day. I'm tryna get lit like it's my wedding day. Tryna get cake like it's my wedding day. Tryna get to the guap and never hate.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Hoops and Brews. We back. We live on this Monday night in Los Angeles watching Game 4 live. I believe it's in the third quarter, around 8 minutes. Not too sure what's going on, but I do know I'm with suspect number 1 and suspect number 2 for the Lakers and Warriors series right now. They said a lot of nasty things that ain't coming to fruition.
I was gonna lose.
What do you mean? You picked the fucking Warriors in 5. That's disgusting.
It's not
and you
disgusting.
said it confidently on 4K TV in front of the
shit.
world.
I meant it in. You can put it in 8K.
What made you think? Why would the Lakers be that bad to lose to this team in 5? How do you admit to have such lack of firepower, but you still pick the Lakers to lose?
Who said they got lack of fire?
You was talking about how the Warriors they're not the same. They
aren't the same.
They aren't the same, but they're still better than the fucking Lakers.
They don't have to be the same.
This Lakers team?
Yeah.
This monster Lakers team?
Monster is
crazy.
Monster is crazy.
Y'all not getting
crazy.
This not. Do you not see the? Did you not watch Game 3? Did you not watch? Did you watch Game 1? You didn't.
You bought into your own narrative, and it's okay.
Monster
I didn't buy it in none. I proved a lot of motherfuckers wrong.
You haven't. No, the Warriors have had the entire season, up and down season. The entire season, they haven't been good at home. I'm sorry, on the road, and they've been like
that sounds like a personal problem.
Average to me at home.
Okay, but
they made the playoffs. They did a good job. We acting like they the number 1 seed Warriors from before. This is not the same team.
They have home
that
court.
Won 73 games.
They have home court.
This is not the same team that won 60+ games multiple times. It's not the same team that even had Bogut and Iggy and all those other guys coming off the bench. This is not even the same team that had David West coming off the bench. This team is not the same team.
Why?
Actually, this
it's
team
insane.
could really use David West.
The switch up is
could
crazy.
Could you imagine that year David West on the Lakers right now?
The switch up, you cop him, please, man.
He get a fucking rebound.
The energy is way different when you down 1-2.
No, it's not.
You wasn't mentioning none of that when we made our predictions. You wasn't mentioning none of that. How about this team now? You coming out with excuses already?
You all won the series already.
It's still going, but it's looking pretty good.
So what you talking
it's looking pretty good. It's looking good. And it's looking good. The trajectory you had, it's not. You already like. We 3 games in, and your prediction is already cooked.
Won yet?
We 3 games in, and your prediction is cooked. In 5, you picked the Warriors in 5. You sat right there. You sat right there, and you picked the Warriors in 5. You're looking like I was crazy when I told you otherwise.
Okay, is the series over?
No.
Okay, then what are we talking about?
What do you mean? I'm just saying. Look,
I predicted the game wrong. So if they win in 6, then what you gonna say?
That's not going.
You will come over.
That's not the trajectory. That's not. No. Nobody.
You better pray to God that y'all don't lose this series.
What do you mean? No, you better know. You better pray to God the Warriors don't.
What I gotta pray to God for? I picked them to lose the last round. I just picked them to beat y'all because I thought.
So you was wrong twice, back to back, and back to.
I don't think
that's crazy. Come on, man. All right, why not? We got with the best big in the league down there, Big Anthony Davis.
The best big in the league. You got to stop, bro.
With the best big in the league.
Hyperbole. It's hyperbole. You got to stop.
There's things Anthony Davis does on the court that Jokic couldn't dream of doing.
There is nothing
the
on the court.
The way AD can shut down the entire Warriors offense by himself.
I don't think AD looks at. I don't think Jokic looks at Anthony Davis falling all over the ground every fucking night and says, man, I really wish I could do that.
You can literally tell AD.
I don't think the 2-time MVP.
All you have to do.
No, I know, stop. I don't think the 2-time MVP loses any fucking sleep at
but
night.
I don't. That's that media, that narrative, and all that shit. All you gotta do is tell AD heads and recover on every screen, every pick and roll, and the whole fucking Warriors offense is shut down. Steph doesn't like Steph. Klay Thompson don't look like Steph. Draymond Green's not doing shit. Nobody's doing shit when AD's locked in on defense. Jokic will never be able to stop a whole team's offense.
Yeah, but Jokic can do. Yeah, but Jokic can do a million different things.
Okay, Jokic can do a million different things that Jokic can do.
Defensively, yes.
And the 2 sides of the ball.
Just block shots, bro.
What is it? Like how many? Like 35, 40 blocks through what?
He is a much better defender.
Fucking 8 through like 9 games.
He is a much better defender.
That's fucking amazing, bro.
He's a much better defender.
Generational.
He's a much better defender.
Bro, that's all media narrative about.
He's come runner up.
What happened in 2020? Can we? No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Stop. No. Okay. You got that. What happened in the 2020 Western Conference Finals? Who won that matchup?
Bro, you talking
versus
about
Lakers versus Denver when Anthony Davis hit a game winner in game.
About now. You talking about 3 years ago?
All of that is relevant.
About right now.
All of that is relevant. I could argue AD's even a better defender back then.
Before he was even an MVP, and I'm talking about right now.
All of that matters though. All of that goes into the equation. No, you can't just brush this shit off.
Yes or no? Was he an MVP back then?
Was AD a champion back then? He wasn't a champion back then either. He wasn't. What do you mean?
All right, bro.
We've seen this.
You got it.
Can we also talk about?
You got it, G.
Can we also talk about
Davis?
Can we also talk about Steph's playmaking in this series?
I've been telling you this for years. You're finally giving him all the props I've been telling you. You should have given him all.
I didn't say Steph couldn't make plays.
You spent years hating on him and denigrating him and talking about him like he wasn't a great player, and a great passer.
He also got better at it.
He did, but
he got a lot better at the things I said. He got a lot.
Tone was a little disrespectful.
No, it wasn't. He got a lot.
Yeah, he got a lot better. To this day, he's still disrespectful about AD.
He got a lot. You talking about Steph?
How you go?
He got Steph got a lot better at the things. Steph got a lot better at the things that I said he was not that good at.
Compared to Steph,
best big in the league right now.
He's not the best big in the league right now.
Yes, he is. He's doing things on both ends that a lot of these bigs can't.
By the way, the Lakers should feel embarrassed that they letting these little guys do this to them right now.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
They shouldn't be embarrassed.
Gary Payton had a wide open three that the whole gym was daring him to hit. We living with that 10 times out of 10.
Then you're going to lose. That's how they won a championship last year.
By Gary Payton hitting threes? That's not how they won a championship last year.
They won a championship with this lineup on the floor. Basically.
Okay, but that Gary Payton should not get them nowhere.
Did you hear what I just said? You don't pay respect to a champion?
I'm always going to pay. I never said I'm not going to pay respect.
Like Delhi right now.
They just spreading them out and like doing a lot of, it's hard to stop.
I saw Draymond actually attacked the rim. He said he had one of the most nifty moves of the last 3-4 Draymond career years when he hit him with the behind the back. He don't do shit like that no more. He usually just sit up there like a dumbass at the top of the key and just sit there like this when he wide open.
A whole different other thing.
Just sit there and just turn into fucking a non-playable character. His controller died in the middle of the game.
What are you talking about?
Ain't Metro Boomin doing this?
I'm talking about Draymond on offense. How he gets the ball.
I think he
isn't a threat at all.
I think he is.
That's going to be interesting.
What, Spideyverse?
Him doing that.
Metro doing the soundtrack for it?
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. Can't wait for that score to drop. But yeah, it's just I don't think the Lakers as a whole have been I won't say as locked in as they need to be defensively. I just think that the Warriors, the things that the Warriors are doing, they're doing a better job of getting taking AD out the paint. So does he even have any blocks today? Let me look. Actually, where's my phone out here? I don't know if AD has any blocks today. He hasn't really been the same impact around the rim that he was obviously in game 1. Game 3 I didn't see because I shot a video and I actually fell asleep. Yeah, so game 3 I didn't see, so I actually don't know what happened in game 3. I won't speak on it. AD has no blocks today. They're doing a good job. Blocks? Yeah, they gotta be at first. They're doing a good job of bringing Draymond out, and they have him on Draymond. They went small, have him on Draymond, and bringing him out and making him guard Steph in space, which they've been struggling to do all night. Which usually leads to Steph breaking the defense down. Somebody got to help, and it's just an easy pass away. I don't really know how they manage that. That's something for Darvin Ham to figure out. I don't know if you put a different person. You maybe, put one of the guards on Draymond and stick AD on somebody else. But then at that point in time, you think he's out the paint, can't get the rebound. I don't really know,
I don't know why this is so hard.
What?
Pummel them. They're all little guys, bro. Pummel their ass.
It doesn't how on what side of
what you mean how
on what side of
the way that they did in the first 2 wins that they had. They pummeled them. They out rebounded them. They were way more physical than them. They got to the ball faster. They played with more energy than they did. Period. Now, if that means LeBron got to wait until the second quarter to activate, fine. But you have to pummel them. They did not come out to start this game in a serious manner. It was very, very back and forth for them first couple of minutes. And if you're going to leave the Warriors in the game, and like I said on my show, 2 for 1, you can always check that out, HNBmedia.com. I said that if you're going to let the Warriors score 30 points in a quarter, you're going to lose that game. Every time they score 30 points, you're at a disadvantage. Versus if you look at even the first game that they won versus the Warriors were at a disadvantage because of the fact that the second 2 quarters, they scored 24 points and 24 points. And the Lakers didn't score that many points, but they scored 30 points in basically 3 quarters, which allowed them to get a lead. They didn't come out aggressive today. They came out like they thought, like, we just have to survive the night. And I don't think that's a good mentality to have. I think that they are walking a very slippery slope. And if they lose this game, they will not win another game in this series. Steve Kerr is a master chess player.
I think they came out aggressive. It's just that I think that you talked about Steve Kerr. I think coaches can win you games.
Yeah, coach can lose you games. As
coach
Mike
can lose you games as well. I think we haven't talked about that.
Can I just say one thing real quick? I feel bad for Mike Budenholzer because I know that he's had some personal issues. So, any tweets or anything that I might have said about that is definitely not aimed at him personally. It was literally aimed at his coaching and not, have nothing to do with anything. I know he didn't deal with some family losses, and that's tough. So, I'm sure he'll land on his feet. He's a championship coach. If Doc's still getting a coaching job, he gonna get a coaching job. Honestly, low key, between Doc if I'm Orlando, I might have to say goodbye and
Why
call
do you
Bud.
keep wanting to?
Because I don't like the coach in Orlando, and there's nothing disrespectful to him. Shout out to my black brother, but I don't feel like he's the guy to lead them to the future. He's not. I'm sorry. He's just not to me. You need a seasoned veteran coach to come in, take these young and talented guys and make them play hard. He doesn't make them play hard. He makes them have fun. They don't need to have fun. They need to play hard and try to win. They have the talent now that they have Pablo Ranchero. Shout out to him. All rookie first team, obviously rookie of the year. But I think a guy like Coach Bud would be great for that. He might not be the guy to get him to the championship, but you can have him for 2-3 years.
Yeah, but I think that at that point you just keep the guy you got and let him grow with the team that you have. But
why y'all keep missing the playoffs?
I mean, I think that number one, I think that if the thing about Orlando this year was they were unhealthy. I think they had one of the most start. I think the Lakers had them, if I'm not mistaken, the most. But Orlando had people in and out the lineup pretty much the past 2 years. I think if Orlando would be healthier, they would have been. I don't know if they would have made the play in, but I think they would have been in contention for maybe the 10th seed if they would have been healthy all season. They had guys miss a lot of time, like a whole lot of time. So I would want to see that situation continue to grow. As far as Bud goes, I don't like the firing because, granted, yes, I do think Bud has committed some atrocities throughout his time.
Say no more.
But hold on. Number one, no coach is perfect. And two, I think you're also kind of overreacting to what you saw this playoffs. And number one, like I said about Miami, Miami is a team. I understand that saying that they were, the 9th seed or 10th seed, and they ended up sneaking in through the play-in. But this is the team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals literally a calendar year ago. This is a team that also has consistently given you trouble. Also, it's a team, when you look at the roster, you talking about Bam Adebayo, fringe all-star pretty much every year. Jimmy Butler, pretty much bona fide perennial all-star. Kyle Lowry, I know he's
a Hall of Famer.
I know Kyle Lowry is old, but he's an arguable Hall of Famer. Kevin Love,
a Hall of Famer. No argument. He is a Hall of Famer.
I don't know if he's going to get in, but he's
going to make the Hall of Famer.
I don't know if he's going to get in.
He's better to me than Tim Hardaway Jr. He's a Hall of Famer.
Tim Hardaway
He's not a more skilled and dynamic player, but he's a better player.
I'm not mad at that.
Player for player, he's a better player.
I'm not mad at that. The only thing I would want to say is I think Tim Hardaway Jr. probably made all NBA a couple of those years.
Yeah, but you got Steph Curry in the league. There's no way that's
That's
like if you're a shooting guard and you're.
I'm saying is
no. I'm just saying like Michael Jordan. That's like if you're a shooting guard, like you argue me with Reggie Miller. You say Reggie Miller never got them because Mike was right there.
Mike, Clyde, and you always somebody else.
So if you're, yeah.
And I feel you.
And even in Tim Hardaway day, he had John Stockton.
Yeah, John Stockton and Gary Payton, and he still made All NBA. I think second team at least a couple times. I don't know if he made first team, maybe. But point being, back on the point is, this isn't like a Heat team that's not. It's not like you lost to the fucking Bulls. Like if the Bulls would have done that shit, you should get fired midway through the series.
Actually, no.
Huh?
Because the Bulls have more dynamic scores.
No, but listen to what I'm saying though. Like what I'm talking about, this is a veteran-led team. It's also a team who has historically given you trouble, and you were missing your 2-time MVP for half the series for basically 3 games. I think they just kind of.
You know what? I apologize, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, like no.
5-time All-Star, All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, 3 times, All-NBA third team. And Kyle Lowry is only a 6-time All-Star, All-NBA third team.
Exactly. So
he does have a ring.
But regardless,
and according to you, he was a pivotal player.
He was. But regardless, though, like I'm just saying, the point is this Miami Heat team isn't like a team that's inept of talent or haven't done it. So I think that was a little bit of a overreaction. I mean, if you just look at the last like 4 coaches that won rings, Frank Vogel fired. Now I understand the Frank Vogel situation, but my argument with that is you won a ring with one team, and then you literally go and switch the complete concept of the team the very next year. You won the team throughout defense, and you like, oh well, fuck it, I'm gonna go get some offensive players, bro. You know Frank Vogel to be a defensive coach since those days with the Pacers. We know what he is. You switch up the whole thing. Nick Nurse. Now I think the Nick Nurse situation was maybe some of he probably wanted to leave and wanted to get out that situation. Obviously, you come there to coach Kawhi Leonard. You win a ring. Kawhi Leonard leaves, so he maybe wanted to leave. But I just don't like how we're firing these coaches so quick.
I do. Get them out of here. Shape them up and ship it out. I haven't liked Coach Bud for literally years. I've been saying fire him before they won the championship. I was saying damn near fire him during that finals. I was still saying, even if he win the championship, fire him. He's not a championship level coach.
But also,
he does not make championship level adjustments. He just happened to have a top 12 prospect and basketball player, arguably, probably when his career is done, of all time playing on his team.
Also,
that is the only reason why he won that championship.
That's not true.
50-point triple-double in what?
That's
game
not
7?
True. That's not true. Yeah,
Six.
No, it was triple-double.
Actually, even what is it? 15 and 13 or 50 and 13?
I disagree with that. I'm not going to say that he's a coach that just like fucking walked to a championship. I'm not going to say that.
I'm telling you that. I've been telling you that for years.
Yeah, but yes.
I've been telling you that for years.
Listen. I think offensively, for sure, he sometimes has his shortcomings, but he's a great defensive coach for the most part. Like every
you
year.
have Giannis Antetokounmpo on your team.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Holiday.
Listen to what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Listen to what I'm saying.
It's like saying, Phil Jackson was a great defensive coach. Motherfucker, you got Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and
You still
Michael
got to
Jordan.
fucking coach him, bro.
If Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and Michael Jordan can't play defense
on
the same floor, we got a problem, bro.
And hold on.
Come on, man.
The Pelicans had Drew Holiday and fucking Anthony Davis on the same damn team. They won the same team defensively that these Bucks have made the past couple of years.
Because Giannis is a better defensive player than Anthony Davis.
I think he's a better help defender. He's not a better one-on-one
one
defender.
has a defensive player of the year and one doesn't.
I think he's a better help defender. I think he's a better help defender.
I think he's a better help defender. I
think he's a better help defender. This is a fact, but I think he's a better help defender.
It's a literal fact. I think that one has been regarded as the best defensive player in the league.
This is the fact.
Which is a literal fact. Okay. And the other one has not.
And listen to what I'm saying. I think that Giannis is the better help defender. I think as far as own ball defense goes and then rim protecting, I think Anthony Davis is better at that. But Giannis is a much better, I think, help defender than what AD is. Point being is this. Also, I think if we, I'm finna come get on the camera. I think if we also want to talk about the Bucks, we have to be real about. I think the Bucks had to make some changes with their roster. I think the Bucks had to make some changes with their roster. I think Giannis over the past couple of years has hidden a lot of things that were wrong with this roster over the past couple of years. Like, yes, you had Drew Holiday, who is a really good point guard defender. You ain't been able to guard a wing in years.
Who you talking about? Drew Holiday?
The Bucks. They ain't been able to guard wings in years.
Like who? You talking
Any of them.
I mean, but them is guys though. It's not like they just getting cooked by bums.
They not getting affected though.
Hey, we supposed to slow down.
They not but listen, they not getting affected.
You talking about in playoff time? I mean, it's like defense is tough nowadays.
I understand what you're saying. They aren't getting affected. So I think if you look at the Bucks, I think Middleton at this point in time, he might be in a situation where he might be a little bit past who he once was. Go ahead. He might be a little bit past who he once was. He might be a little bit past who he once was. I think a lot of the issue over there is also roster construction. It's roster construction, actually.
What's right? So you got a defensive player of the year candidate at center. You got
who's 34, 35 years old.
But he's producing better than that. Who's still
34, 35 years old, yes.
He's producing much better than the average 35, 30. So anyways, you got Drew Holiday.
Who's a good defender.
All first team all defense.
Yes.
Probably damn near unanimous.
And then you had Chris Middleton.
A shell of Chris Middleton, but you also had Drew Holiday take major leaps on offense.
Major leaps, you want to call it?
Yes.
Major leaps.
He had a 50-point game. When has he ever done that before? That's
major leaps is crazy. He didn't take major leaps offensively.
We've never. Drew Holiday has the ultimate green light. That's not a.
Yeah, he didn't take major. First of all, he's been an all-star even going back to fucking Philly. So I'm not gonna say he took major leaps off. I think Drew Holiday is a very good player.
There's a reason why there's only one Philly All-Star appearance. How many years did he play in Philly with only one All-Star appearance? There's a reason why there's only one right there, G. But he took major leaps.
Okay, hold on, wait.
He's become a hell of a player.
To be fair, he did go to the Western Conference, which you have Dame, Steph Curry, all them other people. You not getting All-Star appearance at the guard spot over those people.
I guess he wouldn't have got it in with that Pelicans production. Not getting him an All-Star game in the East either.
I got a random topic I want to talk about later because I was playing 2K and I want to hear y'all opinion.
You sound like me. His best offensive season.
If he let us get some time, I need my rematch.
His best offensive season. No, I'm definitely chilling after this. His best offensive season. Now he shot better from the 3 this year, but his best offensive season was in New Orleans.
Can I see his attempts?
Yeah. He put up the most shots in 18-19.
Oh, okay.
I just think, in general, the firing of Bud, to me, it seemed like a panic move as opposed to something that 100% needed to happen, in my personal opinion.
I'm actually with you on that. It does seem like a bit of a reach. We saw Bud. He got the job done not too long ago. One of the most winningest coaches, the top 3 winning coach over the last 3 years. Had a great stint in Atlanta. And he might have a couple moves that we all question. But like you said, there's no perfect coach. But Mike Budenholzer's situation was definitely a little shaky. But I just had to kind of the atmosphere we live in now. People talk. And word gets around, and people get disappointed. And there's always there has to be some scapegoat. Somebody has to take the blame for these L's. This is the first time we've seen the first seed drop to an AC since like 2007.
I mean,
the Miami Heat are doing something I've never seen in my lifetime do. This is one of the most amazing playoffs ever. I've never seen the eighth seed possibly advance to have a chance to advance to the conference finals. That's never been a thing.
While this is completely true, again, I just want to keep in context. This isn't the normal eighth seed. Like this is
a normal eighth seed. Tyler Hero is hurt. Oladipo goes down. Jimmy misses some games.
Yeah, but everybody that you're saying outside of Jimmy Butler.
It's more. Highsmith is getting 20 minutes a game. He's fresh out of G League.
Basketball.
But he's a G League. He's not. That's not.
I feel what you're saying, but he's playing with energy. He's playing defense and he's rebounding.
They're also shooting the ball at like a 45.
They was doing that shit like
43% clip in the playoffs.
Obviously,
they are shooting the ball.
The way they've been shooting the ball,
unbelievable.
The way they've been shooting the ball is crazy. But we've also seen this from Miami before. You saw this from Duncan Robinson in the bubble. He was. Like, we've seen this from Miami before. They're not the normal, like, eighth seed.
As much as that might be true.
You have Jimmy Butler, you have Bam Adebayo, you have Kevin Love, you have Kyle Lowry. Like,
this is a shell of Kevin Love, a shell of Kyle Lowry. Don't overdo.
But again, yes, I agree with you. Regular season for sure, but it's the playoffs. Those guys are still smart. They played championship level. They are champions, and they've been playing championship level basketball for a solid amount of time. Like, Kevin Love went to, 4 straight NBA finals? Kyle Lowry has had deep playoff runs pretty much every single year for the past 6 years. Like, this isn't, again, like I said, like the Bulls.
I feel you. They have the
If this shit happened with the Bulls, I feel you. Or did the Hawks, I feel you.
Nobody saw this coming, though. The Heat were up 2-1, and people were still giving it back to the Bucks because Giannis is back on the court. Well, this is the most, like, even when they were showing that they can beat this team, people still wrote them off. Oh, Giannis is back. Series over. Fucking Bucks in 6. They gonna rip off 4 in a row.
No, I never said they was gonna win 4 games.
That was the common opinion, though. This was not. This is the. Like,
no, once they went down 3-1, I was 3-1. I was like, they're losing in 6. I didn't think they was gonna get cooked the next game. Now also again with the Bud thing. Now, if you look at that fourth quarter and that overtime, the way they lost was crazy. Yes, the way they lost was genuinely crazy. And I do think that sometimes Giannis is allowed to handle the ball entirely too much. He should probably be used more as a role man, which they were doing when they won the championship. And then this year they started doing halfback dives again at the end of games, which I don't know why, but also some of that could be because you think that Middleton is your best pick and roll player. And Middleton hasn't been Chris Middleton for about 2 years now. I think in general the Bucks have, like I said, decisions that they have to make, and I just don't like the firing because I think you're like responding to a outlier, I think. Again, you were missing your MVP I get that, but you were missing. The blame is you were missing your MVP for basically 3 games.
That's
and
he
comes back.
Enough.
And he comes back. Now, granted, I don't know how bad his back was, but still, you fell on your back. And the way you play is physical. So I'm sure people were still hurting your back.
I guess he did have a 26-point triple-double in the most pivotal game of the series.
He did.
Game 4.
And what did he do? Then they lost down the stretch. But again, and then Jimmy was playing out of his fucking mind.
And couldn't none of them, Giannis couldn't shut his water, couldn't none of them do nothing about it.
Because this is what thing, like I said, that's going into. Like I said, This is why I spoke on roster construction because I think the Bucks, have to do some things with their roster this summer. But in the third quarter, 84-77, I don't know. That's a great question. I think Middleton may be somebody that you may want to think about moving on from, or does Middleton's contract end this summer? I think Middleton's contract might be up this summer.
I think he's a player option.
Player option?
Yeah.
Middleton might be somebody you may want to think about moving.
He's going to opt into that shit, though, right?
I don't know. I would assume, but I don't know. I think playing on a 1 year can always be kind of risky. You might want to see if you can like get that money for a longer period of time. But yeah, I just think they could do some things different to their roster. And also, Giannis can sign a extension to his deal this summer. I don't know if he will, but he can. But again, I just think that a lot of these coaches, bro, we overreacted to firing them. Like I said, the Nick Nurse thing, I get. That to me seems like it was a mutual thing where Nick Nurse just didn't want to be there and coach that team anymore. Also, maybe if you're the Bucks, you think, hey, maybe I can go out and get Nick Nurse and we, do whatever and we substitute him for him. But I just think that, again, like, you kind of reacting to something that was kind of an outlier in my personal opinion.
That's fair.
So
but
I
think moving forward, though, with the NBA, we should kind of expect things like this now. It seems like such a common thing.
Yeah, but he just won 2 years
They don't
ago,
value.
He just won two. Like we're not talking somebody who won a decade. He won 2 years ago.
I feel you, but I mean the value of the coaches is not really
last
there.
year.
When you have a generational talent like Giannis,
last year Middleton hurt. They haven't been healthy since they won the championship in the playoffs. How can you blame this on the coach? Now, granted, again, I do think some of the things could have been done differently in that series for sure, especially the way they lost that final game. It was egregious. But I still don't think it's a fireable
The thing about Mike, though, you have to think he could have possibly already been on the hot seat before they won the championship that year. So this kind of might have boiled it over like, all right, we got to revisit
How
this
can
shit.
I be on the hot seat? Motherfucker, I won a ring 2 years
I'm
ago.
talking about like right before he won that ring. This was probably something that was on their mind before. Yeah, exactly.
I agree he was.
Around that time. So, like,
that's probably why he kept his job.
Exactly. They probably had to revisit that table just because of the fact that he was already on the hot seat is something that doesn't make it outrageous. It's like, we just right back on the conversation we was already at, and we was right.
Yeah, that's probably why he kept his job, because he won that. If he doesn't win that championship, he probably loses his job. But damn, that don't give me nothing. That don't give me no leeway.
I got you. I mean, you got enough. How many years did he coach there?
That's a great question.
He should be hired if he's that. I mean, the resume is insane. Like I said,
He'll
top
get hired by
coach.
Somebody will hire Bud.
We'll see how long it takes.
Somebody, and I don't know where he would like to go, but somebody will hire Bud.
You got any quick thoughts on Udoka to Houston?
My actual basketball thoughts about Udoka.
If he can make them, if he can make the fucking Rockets play defense, I swear to God, he's the best thing since like.
My thoughts about Udoka to Houston is number one. I don't want to say this on camera, so I'm gonna say this
I swear, Udoka.
timid way, and I'm gonna say I think Udoka is a guy that can listen, that can get those guys to listen to him. I think Steven Silas' voice, unfortunately, especially, I mean, that situation wasn't his fault. You come in there.
This conversation.
You come in there to coach James Harden and those guys. Harden comes in there. He want to leave.
Number one, he was never going to coach James Harden.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that when he takes a job. He takes a job in the summer. You saw it by the end of the summer that Harden don't want to be there.
Good though.
So again, you think you come in there for that? I just think that those guys. I don't know if he connected with those guys on like a personal level.
I feel you.
I think that Udoka can do a much better job of connecting with those guys on a personal level.
If Udoka got Kevin Porter Jr. communicating on screens and picking up weak side defenses, I swear to God, he might be the most valuable coach in NBA
I don't know
history.
if Kevin Porter is there long term.
We'll see. I mean, it depends. If the Harden rumors is true, he's probably going soon. But besides that, I don't see why.
Is Kevin Porter Jr. a long term answer at point guard?
He could be. I feel like they can convert him to a 6-man. I don't see why he
fair.
wouldn't want to adopt to that role.
That's fair. Okay.
But I mean, he's also young.
4-point game, 84-80. Fourth quarter.
All right, so you ready to stop lying about this Ime shit?
What you mean? What am I lying about?
The reason why he can go in that locker room is because he can say, "Look, guys, I've made some mistakes. Don't be like me." Steven Silas was too clean, too nice, too mild-mannered of a guy. He's not bombastic enough. Didn't have the pedigree. Rest in peace.
I have a statement for you. I'm not gonna say it because
I mean, and also I've been to Houston. I went to Houston twice in like 2 months. It's some ones out there, and I'm not talking about Air Forces. All right, so trust me.
Like better than the ones you see at Whole Foods.
I've been to James Harden's spot multiple times. His restaurant. It be cracking in there.
check your phone.
They need to keep him.
Check your phone.
They need to keep him out the club. All right.
They did.
I mean, shout out to Robert Sarver. If you get it, you get it.
They did.
Shout out to Robert Sarver.
If you get it, you get it.
That's
why he there, man.
They just needed a real one.
That's what they needed, bro.
Needed a real
That's
one,
what they needed, bro.
All right. Fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. LeBron got the ball. Golden State up by 2, 84-82. LeBron dribbles
a great pass.
AD passes it. Draymond's there. AD makes the hook shot over Draymond.
Timeout
Warriors. Game is tied.
Great pass.
10 minutes left.
You know he gonna finish.
The one underrated thing about AD is his hands. He has great hands.
He does.
He catches
Rudy
bullshit.
Gobert got potatoes.
Yeah, Rudy is not catching that pass.
Rudy got the G that ball with
that ball going straight out of bounds, bro.
No, Clay would have got it and ran down the court, shot a 3. Bro, Rudy got the worst hands of all time. By the way, I just want to say this. Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most enigmatic figures in basketball history.
Enigmatic?
In basketball
history?
He's
an enigma, G. Because every time I see this man on a different media platform, he sounds like a different motherfucker. He was cursing hard as hell in that Paul George thing. I was like...
Do you like Paul George pod?
I see clips from it all the time on Instagram. Is always promoting it.
How real do you want me to be with you? like I tell women. You heard me. You've heard me tell them many a time.
How honest
do you want me to be with you right now?
I want you to be honest.
I think that it's incredible. I think it's incredible on 2 fronts. One, that he's a natural at doing it and it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah.
On a second front, that he has more podcast episodes than he has playoff victories over the past 2 years. I think that is incredible.
And he just started his podcast, right?
That's not true. How many games he win?
By the time he gets to the playoffs again, how many fucking podcast episodes will he have, and how many playoff wins will he have?
A lot more.
Exactly, bro. Let's stop. I appreciate it. I love it. I hope that Paul George becomes the face of the Clippers after he played for the Clippers. But I need to see you in the playoffs, brother. Other than with the nice fits on and the chain. Like, I fuck with Paul George.
I fuck with PG too.
Yeah,
I fuck with Paul George. I want to see him be successful. And I get it. He's hurt, all that shit, that playing shit. But at a certain point, I'm sorry, G. Sports science, I wish somebody was over there to hit the button with the music so I can really go in like I want to. But at a certain point, get the fuck out of here, G. I don't want to hear that, 6 weeks is next week, so I've been shooting on the court, but I'm not going to try. You better get your ass, G. What you mean, G? What you mean, G?
You can't play with a knee sprain.
You got more podcast episodes than playoff games played in the same span.
You can't play with a knee sprain.
Dropping podcast episodes.
He was dropping podcast episodes.
Playoffs.
Now he was dropping podcast episodes. The moment
they got eliminated,
he dropped the pod. He dropped the pod.
He did not wait a second. It's a
pod.
great podcast.
It's a really good podcast. It's a good podcast.
What are we doing?
I see clips on he has an actor on there.
Like when Pat Bear said, NBA players, 50% of them care about the money, and that's it. It makes sense to me. And I'm not saying that about Paul George. I've seen Paul George, his work ethic. He actually seems like he really cares. He loves his teammates. They fuck with him. I see him a lot of time drilling. He's like a crazy shooter in practice. So I'm not disrespecting his work ethic. But this is not about work ethic. This is about what the fans pay to see. They pay to see you go out there and play. And I don't want to hear, I'm a week away from me getting re-diagnosed, but every time I see video of you shooting basketball.
Just because you can shoot don't mean you can play, though.
Gee, after 5 weeks and they say your injury is 6 weeks, I'm expecting you week 5 to say, the moment they tell me I can go, I'm out there again. I'm ready to go.
That's not what they said.
I don't hear that from
reevaluated.
You know who I hear that from?
Who?
I hear that from guys like Joel Embiid. You see it. You're hungry. You want it. It's a different level, bro. I'm sure if he wanted to, he could fucking sandbag it in and not have to spend so much hours in recovery and getting treatments and feeling terrible after every game. But he still goes out there.
We also don't know what Embiid's injury is as opposed to what PG's was. We don't know if it's that as serious as his. We are assuming it was. We don't know.
Like 8 days off.
They said it's a 6-week injury. You came back in like
it's a 6-week injury,
like
bro. I don't want to hear that. He had a knee ligament sprain. I don't want to hear that shit.
PG
put the brace on.
Didn't PG have but again,
he put the brace on.
Also, listen, what grade is it? Like PG had I think it was a grade 2 knee sprain. We thought he tore his ACL.
PG, I think it was the same injury. They both prognosis was 6 weeks. Embiid came back in 10 days.
It's not the same injury.
LeBron versus Steph.
I think Embiid is like a. I think Embiid is like a.
Oh, that's a.
Embiid is like like the back of your knee. He sprained his MCL. Completely different injuries.
I think the back of the knee is worse.
It's not.
Doc Rivers said that's usually the worst. That's when you start to worry. He literally said in the press conference.
But hold on.
He said when the back of a guy's knee is hurting, it's swelling. That's when you really start.
Yeah,
to
but that's
worry.
also your LCL though. If you tell your ACL, tell your meniscus, you can't play on the torn meniscus. I think they said Giannis. I don't know, but whatever injury hyperextension Giannis had, that was like the back of his knee, if I'm not mistaken, last year. It's like the back of his knee. If he go out there and sprain his damn MCL, bro, you not playing. When you sprain your ACL, bro, you not playing.
Go home for the summer.
But y'all jinxed AD. You just dropped the pass.
You go home for the summer. Am I tweaking?
Get the ball, bro.
If you PG,
Get up
you
out
out
of
there,
there.
you tweet
Dunk his
something,
ass.
just go home for the summer. You missed preseason.
Yeah, but what if you tear your shit,
We're
bro?
trying to win a fucking championship.
What if you tear
Kawhi
your
just
shit,
missed
though,
a
bro?
whole year, G.
What if you tear?
If Pete, look.
What did Kawhi do? Tear his meniscus?
Yeah, he did.
He missed the whole fucking season.
Ooh.
It's a good game.
That was a
Great
game.
game.
A vintage little
I
redo
don't
block
know.
from the
I
2016
don't know. Time might be running out on the Warriors. We'll see.
I was Lonnie with the dunk.
I'm gonna have to face the music.
Also, shout out Lonnie Walker for staying ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came in there. He
Big
gave good
adjustment.
energy in Memphis, and he's also running around the screens and shit fast. He's good. He's good on both ends. Oh my god.
They could.
He got pancake like that on his
Yeah,
screen.
I'm like, damn, G, that ain't nothing.
Look like a hit stick.
Yeah, come on, Clay.
The arm bar.
But
The
that's
arm
what I'm
is crazy.
saying.
What we
Muck
doing,
it up.
Clay?
The arm bar is
That's
crazy.
what I want the Lakers to do. Muck it up. Punish them little guys. They little, G. Braun is 6'10". He not no goddamn 6'7", 6'8",
Yes.
G. Braun is tall as hell. In real life, I've
He's
seen
6'10".
him.
He
He's very tall.
Especially in shoes, he probably 6'10".
He's definitely a
LeBron?
6'10".
In shoes, he probably 6'10".
Braun is tall as hell in real life. He does not know 6'7". The homie Derrick's 6'7". Braun is taller than him. And it wasn't even close. Ooh.
He might do something with that.
He gonna shoot that motherfucker.
That should have been an offensive foul on Braun.
D-Lo gonna put that motherfucker
Warriors
up.
got the ball going back up. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left. Steph Curry dribbles it, steps back, shoots a jump over AD, makes it. Warriors tie the
don't go to the
game,
paint on
86
AD.
up. So, in terms of Steph Curry's career, is this the best we've ever seen him? Or am I correct in saying that he was not as great as he was when he was the unanimous MVP, but he's still a man?
That's facts.
Well, you
No.
said-
He's better. I think he's better now. He's a better all-around basketball player now.
I'm not upset at
I think he's a better all-around Number one, he's stronger. So like, whereas you could take advantage of him, he was actually a liability in 15, 16.
On defense,
He's not a liability no more.
that's fair. But he was also a lot quicker back then too.
He was a lot quicker, but he's stronger now.
a lot quicker.
He was a
little more explosive.
He used to be a lot quicker, but he's stronger now, and his IQ is much better. Like I
think his IQ has always been there.
That's a bad shot. But
He
he
made
just
it.
made it, and he
Well,
got fouled.
see, they ain't no
no,
such-
but
when
it's
it's Steph Curry, there's no such
stop.
thing as
It is a bad shot. That's still a terrible
There's
shot.
no such thing as a bad shot
You
for
just sat
Steph
over there and
Curry.
gave me shit the whole time while I was talking
Uh-huh.
about, why you not talking about Warriors? He, for his entire
that's what he
fucking career,
does.
has taken, yes.
That's him,
But he makes
but-
them. But that was still a bad shot.
There's different circumstances, different rules for different people.
It's still a
There's
bad
different rules
shot.
for different people. Not
It's
for him. He's in his
No.
own class. Nothing is a bad shot. He
No,
can,
you wanna
he
know
can
what?
walk
No,
up and
no,
shoot
stop,
it from
stop,
right
stop,
there, and it's not a bad
it's
shot.
a bad shot.
No.
For everyone but him, because he is
Exactly,
the
but him. So acknowledge
he
it.
is the
Acknowledge
sole
it.
reason, though.
And it's him. So
It's only him.
So acknowledge the
it's
fact-
only actually him and Damian Lillard.
so yeah,
that
so
are
it's
allowed
him.
to
So
take
it's not a
those
bad
shots.
shot. Then acknowledge it. It's cool.
It's still a bad shot.
No, it's
brother.
not.
It is a bad shot.
That's what he fucking. That's what he's.
It is a
That's
bad
what he's
shot.
loved for. Shooting shit like
a
that.
horrible shot, but he
love
can
him
make it.
before.
That's what he's
This
loved for.
podcast got started
That's
because
why
he
he's
took a
the
bunch of
fucking.
bad shots, but
That's
still
why
bad
he's the
shots.
fucking biggest point guard of the generation
Look,
because of shit like
he
that.
takes much better
It's
shots
not a bad
now
shot
than
for
he
him.
used
That's
to
a
take.
sure.
that's a
He used to take
that's
a
a
lot
great
of bad
that's a great look
shots.
for. Oh my
He
God,
used
Lonnie
to
Walker.
take a
lot of
of
bad
bad
shots. He
Now
takes
just
much
takes-
less.
No, none of it is bad shot. Every shot he shoots
Before
is
he would
fucking
take like 10 bad shots a game. Now he
90%,
take like
90%,
4.
90% of Steph Curry shot attempts are good shots.
No, they're not.
Yes,
They're
they are
only
because
good because he's so good.
he has to keep the defense honest. They know they got to guard it from there because he might shoot that shit. That shit is something that we've never seen in the history of the sport. Having to be guarded from that far back.
And that doesn't.
So
make
you
it
have to
and
shoot it in order to
that
get the
doesn't make it a
respect.
bad
Still
The
a
fact
bad
that the fact that
That
he
doesn't
can
turn it
still a
into
bad
an
shot.
the fact that
He
he
can
can,
make 'em.
he can kill you from out there, or he can hit you with a bump and get it with
It's
a
still a
and one
bad
at
shot,
the
but he
rim.
can make
Make it
'em.
an amazing
His
shot
presence
'cause
from
he
both
said that,
sides.
though.
No, it's a no. Steph Curry, he changes the
You need to make your
the
money,
rules are separate
Steph.
for him.
It's still a bad shot, but he can
No,
make
it's
it.
not. The rules
It's
are different
bad
for
because
Steph Curry.
like if he misses that, you're probably gonna miss long. You don't know where the fuck the ball is gonna bounce, and that's a transition bucket.
That's cool.
But he made the shot. He's
cool.
an
We
incredible.
got athletes. We got,
for instance, like Kobe. Kobe took hella bad shots.
That plays into our game. The long rebound, the fast plays.
LeBron takes bad shots.
LeBron takes a shit ton of bad shots.
The longer
at this point in his life,
he takes a lot of. Actually, I would say 60% of LeBron's shots.
Yeah, LeBron shoots a lot of bad shots. That's true.
He's within 12 feet of the rim.
Oh my God, what a
God, Schroeder.
Oh my God.
Who he thought he was giving that to? Swing at the good pass,
wow.
make that booty. Let's go.
Wow, like I'm pretty sure 2015 Steph is making that pass.
Warriors are up.
Debatable.
But yeah, I thought this series would be an easy series for the Warriors because of this specific reason. But I think Steve Kerr wasn't playing to his strengths and his advantages. I think he was trying to recreate what he did versus Sacramento versus the Lakers, and this is clearly a much different team. Now, to begin the year, you probably could have played them the same way because if Russ is on the floor, there wasn't any shooters there. There's no shooting, so you could play them the way you played the Kings and just force them to make threes or force AD to beat you and pack the paint. You can't do that versus the Lakers. They can make threes. Reeves can create in the mid-range. D'Lo can explode for 30-plus points randomly. So I just feel like he was playing them the same way they played the Kings, and he had to switch it up. And I think what you see now is oh my God. Lonnie Walker just almost embarrassed Steph Curry. If he would have made that, oh my God. He lost him and got too excited. He overshot the rim. Steph Curry got the ball. He's got a triple-double right now, by the way, folks. 6 minutes left. Andrew Wiggins. Steph Curry gets the ball, shoots it over Anthony Davis, misses. Like, to me, that wasn't a bad shot.
Heck no, it's not a bad shot. It's Steph Curry.
He threw it directly to folks. Gee, what you do that for?
Yeah, G. Wiggins got the ball, bringing up the court, 6 minutes left. Wiggins dribbles it to the lane, takes it. Schroeder takes a bump. They call a foul on Schroeder. Andrew Wiggins going to the line for 2. Schroeder looks very confused.
That's also why I hate the fact when coaches use their challenge in the first half.
What did he use the challenge on?
Austin Reeves charge.
Come on, G.
Wow. Yeah, that don't make sense.
You
also should get at least.
Those are the things that make me not be upset at Lakers fans when they question Darvin Ham, because that makes no sense.
He is a one. Yes.
You should get 2 challenges per half.
I'm not doing that on 2K.
I'm not doing that on 2K either.
You should get 2 charges per half, no? I mean, not challenges, 2 challenges per half.
No.
This ain't football.
I think that.
What you mean? 60 minutes. This lasts 48.
But you
get 12 more minutes of playing time in football.
Bro, 1 challenge is crazy. Or at least 1 per half.
One per half. I was talking about this yesterday with Eli. What they should do is they should make it to where if you get the
win it, you get another
challenge, you win it,
you get another one.
You keep it. If you
lose it,
I think you should just get guaranteed. You should be able to call 1 in both halves.
No. I think
you can't get 1 in both halves.
No,
1 for the whole game is crazy.
Because then at that point, we might as well just review every play that we think is questionable.
No, because you get 1 per half.
Bro, do you realize people used to never be able to challenge shit? It just was
but
what it was.
1 per half is not shifting the.
You don't need
it's not shifting
it
the
changes
shit.
the entire dynamic of the game.
1 per half. So you got a guaranteed challenge in the second half.
Because also you can just misuse your challenge now and just use your challenge as a timeout and a reason to stop the ball and get an extended timeout.
Why they can't? I mean, I'm pretty sure they want the extra ad money. Why not?
You still gotta have a good product on the floor.
So that ruins the product that much. And 1 extra challenge. 1 extra challenge is detrimental to the NBA product.
For 5 minutes and wait on a replay.
1 extra time is not gonna kill nobody. All it's gonna do is generate an extra 1,000 tweets of complaining.
Reasons. If you think about sheer momentum reasons, would you want to now stop this game? For
boys. People can't complain all they want. It don't matter. They still gonna come right back to. That's humans' favorite thing to do. All you're gonna do is generate another 1,000 tweets about the league.
So the same thing about the challenge now.
No. No, but this should be better. It's worth it. 1 challenge the whole game is insane. Why you giving him? He not a threat even though he got a mismatch.
Ooh, that's foul on LeBron. That's Scott Foster. No, he was under basket. Okay. By the way, Scott Foster got a Hulk Hogan NWO type level reputation.
Scott Foster got off the hook, G.
If this was like 2018, LeBron, the Warriors would be actually dead.
I disagree with this. If this was 2018, the Lakers would be dead because the Warriors would be 5 years younger. And Steph Curry would be in his MVP form.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Steph Curry is still not in his MVP form.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you put
give me LeBron from 2018 and give me the 2018 Warriors and let's run it up.
Give you 2018 Warriors?
Yeah.
Nah,
minus KD and give me Poole.
Nah,
minus KD and give you Poole.
Give me the Warriors.
I'm going with Bron.
Actually, give me Wiggins over Poole. over instead of KD.
LeBron.
Instead of
I'm
KD.
going with Bron.
With Wiggins and with
Nah,
2018 Warriors, they still win.
I'm
going with Bron.
Bron is like 7-15 versus Curry in the playoffs. He can't really do Steph
bro,
Curry is not something he's really capable of doing.
Bro,
Ain't that right?
Look at the teams. Look at the teams that he on as opposed to the teams that he on.
The teams was never that bad.
I didn't say they were bad.
The difference wasn't that. The difference wasn't that drastic.
I didn't say those teams were bad, but those teams were clearly better teams.
The difference weren't drastic. No.
Were they better?
No.
Were they better?
The differences weren't that much.
Were they better?
The differences weren't that much.
You're lying.
It was right there.
No, it wasn't.
If LeBron is as good,
You're lying.
if LeBron is as good
You're
as ESPN say he is, the difference not that
LeBron
big.
wasn't even a Hall
You're
of
lying.
Famer back then.
No.
What?
Neither was Clay.
The difference is not that big.
Kevin Love won a Hall of Fame back then. Neither was Kyrie.
In
None of
2018?
No.
They won a fucking championship in 2000.
They wasn't
not
Hall of
that big.
Famers. Okay, then fucking they was Hall of Famers then.
Don't care.
Fuck.
Huh?
Then they was Hall of Famers
Draymond
then.
was not a Hall of Famer, but to me,
He had one.
I've been telling
He
you
had a whole
for the past
defensive
5
player of the
years, he
year,
won a fucking Hall of
and you was
Famer.
fucking lying.
No, I wasn't
He had a
lying.
whole defensive player of the year, which is a fact.
He didn't win that.
And
So
he was
what?
a 3-time
What year did he win
champion.
that? What year did he
And
win
he
it?
was a 3-time
2016 or 17? What year did he get
Like
defense of the year?
16, 17.
Was it 16?
16,
Okay.
17. And he was a fucking 3-time champion. He had a better resume than fucking Kyrie Irving.
No, he
And
did not.
Kevin Love.
No, he did not. They
Yes,
just
he
won a
did.
championship and Kyrie hit the greatest
He
shot in
won
NBA
3 of
history.
them.
No, he didn't at that
He had
point.
one.
No, he didn't.
He had won 3 of them.
No, in 2018, he had won 2. He had only won 2, bro.
Still a better resume than Kyrie Irving. You defensive player of the year, and you got 2 rings. And you've been first team all
Yeah,
defense
but he
probably
also played
half of
longer
the
than-
years. No, he hadn't. Kyrie played shorter than
And
Kyrie.
also, I still
Kyrie
don't-
played
I still don't
longer.
agree with that. I still think Kyrie was a better player than Draymond, and still is a better player than Draymond.
I
He's
said
always been a
basket-
better
I
player, and I don't think it's ever been any question in regards to who is the better player.
I don't know about
between
that.
Kyrie Irving and Draymond
I don't
Green,
know about that.
in my
I think
mind.
no, I don't know about that. I think Draymond Green affects winning just as much as Kyrie Irving, if not more.
I mean,
As peak
now
Kyrie-
he
as peak
does.
Kyrie
No,
Irving-
at his peak.
In the finals, he didn't.
Have you fucking
In the
seen the
finals, he
team?
didn't.
Have you fucking
In the
seen
finals, he didn't.
That's cap.
Then they would show me evidence.
In 17, he wasn't great. The defensive, the fucking conference finals when they played against Portland, he was incredible when KD was out.
Ooh, Portland with Nurkic.
He
on
was
the floor.
incredible when KD was out.
And Al Farouk
He was
Aminu.
like, bro,
Ooh, I'm shaking
bro.
in my boots.
He was
Draymond versus Al Farouk Aminu. Who's gonna win that matchup? Let's see, folks. Come on,
He
man.
was a Hall of Famer.
Come on, man.
He was
be
a
real.
he was a Hall of Famer, and he's affected.
Not a Hall of Famer
He's
then.
affected winning just as much as Kyrie Irving has. It's not, if not honestly more.
Throughout his career, yes, now. But in 2018,
At any point in
no.
time, yes.
No.
At any point in time,
No.
yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
How many first team? I guarantee you.
No.
I guarantee you, if you add up all the All NBAs, even at this point right now, Draymond Green is probably more time All NBA than Kyrie
Yeah,
Irving.
because he got defense on his side.
I said if you add them all
'Cause
up,
he got defense on his side.
that ain't fucking important. He ain't got defensive player of the year. When has Kyrie? Wait, hold on, wait.
Draymond is a greater player than Kyrie right now.
It's arguably always been that way.
I just said he's a greater player. Kyrie's a better player.
It was the same. It was the same thing in 2018.
No,
he was
not
a
to
greater
me.
player then.
Kyrie was a greater player. Coming
How?
Off of
What had he
did.
won? Coming off of what Draymond
I've
did.
never seen Draymond do that shit before.
Bro, he won Defensive Player of the Year, and he had won 2 fucking championships.
And
in which
he lost them one of them championships.
He didn't lose in one of the
and
championships.
Kyrie Irving hit the greatest shot in the history of basketball.
He didn't lose in one of the championships. They all helped lose that fucking
I'm
championship.
not rocking with that, G.
And he
I'm
was
sorry. Respectfully. In the words of my homie Tone, the superstar.
And he had been.
Respectfully, I'm not rocking with
And
that.
he
Respectfully.
had. And he had been a part of fucking the greatest regular season team in NBA history. He has always had a better basketball resume than Kyrie Irving.
Respectfully, that greatest team in NBA history lost to Kyrie Irving's team.
They lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Like, do you feel me?
They lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He has 2 rings. Hold on. He has 2 rings. By that time, 2 rings and a Defensive Player of the Year award. This is a fact. He has been named the best at something in the NBA that Kyrie Irving was never named at.
Draymond Green never been the best clutch shot hitter.
Exactly.
Like,
never hit the greatest shot in the history of basketball.
Okay. While
also giving 41 in the same game. LeBron gave you 41.
How did we even get to the shot? Because of fucking defense. What are we talking about?
What you mean?
No. We got to the shot because of fucking defense.
So Kyrie was just out there doing nothing.
I didn't say that. No. Fuck no. I would never say that. I would never say that.
Running around getting
I would never say that.
He was Matthew Dellavedova.
I would never say that.
Come on,
but if we're talking about basketball resume, Kyrie Irving in 2018 did not have a better resume than Draymond Green. That's cap.
Coming off that championship, he did to me.
And that's not coming off 18 would be coming off the fucking Warriors championship because they won the year before.
But guess what? at that point you go get Kevin fucking Durant so that way you can beat LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love because you don't have enough with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry.
Got it.
That's the reason why you go get Kevin Durant because Kyrie Irving is so great.
No, because LeBron James is so fucking great. No, better than you go get Green. You go get LeBron. No, you go get Kevin Durant. You go get Kevin Durant.
I'm sorry. It was LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. For the Warriors,
motherfucker, you go
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green.
No, it wasn't. It was Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson.
It wasn't Draymond.
It has always been that way.
No, it has not.
You go get Kevin Durant because you can't handle fucking LeBron James who led both teams. Stop. Who for 7 games led both fucking teams in every single statistical category.
You lying.
And how much did that help his team?
They fucking won, so a lot.
They won in 7 on a last shot, basically.
What the fuck you mean it's the greatest team of all time?
Because the fucking Kyrie Irving was on the fucking floor.
No, it's not.
How many times do I gotta say this a different way?
Listen, G.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
You're tweaking because look at Kyrie Irving's career outside of LeBron James. It ain't that crazy. It's Kemba Walker. It's better than Kemba. It's better than Kemba Walker. Look at Kyrie Irving's career. I'm talking about 2018. Look at Kyrie Irving's career outside, even before then. Them early Cleveland years happened. I remember them. Fuck are you talking about? You go get Kevin Durant because you can't deal with LeBron fucking James.
No, you go get Kevin Durant because your small forward can't shoot above 40% from the field in the final.
Wasn't that impressive?
No, that's not what we. No, what are we doing?
That.
I don't even know. That was a crazy conclusion that you just went to, and I'm not even dealing with. That's a moving screen on Draymond Green. It's a moving screen.
How many is that on Draymond?
Thank you.
I don't know.
I agree with that conclusion.
I'm not even engaging in that hyperbole.
Why?
Because what the fuck are we talking about?
What do you say?
Because you telling me. I mean. Basically, you telling me that championship
that's
wasn't that great?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not at all what I said.
All right, then. It's the greatest. It's one of the greatest championships in sports history.
Of course, you came back and won on the greatest team of all time.
He is the 1B to the 1A that
you came back and won the greatest. And you want to know why that series?
Draymond was the donkey of the
you want to know,
and again,
you want to know,
and then he went and
you want to know,
car,
and you want to know why,
Draymond,
and you want to know, and you want to know why, and you want to know, and you want to know why that series, and you want to know
so great
because LeBron James was so fucking great,
and Draymond Green
because LeBron James was so. Because LeBron James was so great.
Phone is that? Somebody
they should have benched Kyrie and he shouldn't have played.
Well, fuck no, it's a basketball team.
Did you see that? That's a shot.
Not me. That's him. Yeah,
that's in there, bro.
It don't matter. That's still a shot.
That was Cam calling me.
Oh yeah, Cam said he trying to get on.
Tell Cam Buford we not taking no guests today, brother. Like we on StreamYard, but I don't know how to run all of that shit.
He was trying to call me.
But I appreciate you, Cam Buford. Let's read some of the comments. Some of the comments say, let's see. It said, guys, who the hell cares? Kyrie isn't even playing in the playoffs this year.
That's also true.
True. Lonnie Walker for 3, misses it. LeBron James gets the rebound. He gets fouled. Doesn't make the shot. Warriors up 99-96 right now. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. I will say this. I give Steve Kerr a huge debt of gratitude and credit this game. Moses Moody is a guy that I have been literally, I told you, I think they need to give Moody and Kuminga more time. I think that they've been a little scared and a little reticent to give them some time, but they needed their time to be able to grow and develop. You have to play your young guys. Like even if you look at the Lakers, Austin Reeves is a young guy. He's older because he played 4 years in college, but he's still a younger guy. Like Moses Moody is not like a rookie. He's not like a baby. Him and Kuminga are not babies no more. They in the 3rd year now, right? Am I wrong? They in the 3rd year?
Second year.
I believe they in the 3rd year. I believe they came the year before Wiseman.
2nd year, because Kuminga is the same class as Jalen Green. 2nd year.
Jalen, oh, he is?
Yeah. Okay. And Moody was in that class too. Wait, what? And Moody was in that class too. They got 2 lottery picks that year.
All right. But still, even a guy like Jalen Green, he's getting a ton of burn. And they're lottery picks. What were they, 12 and 13 or something like that?
7 and 13 or something like that.
Yeah, like I mean, that's still.
Oh my God.
Clay,
but
that's a terrible fucking. That's still a terrible shot, G.
What you mean? So you're supposed to get a shot clock violation?
Shot clock was going down.
It was at 0.
It was at like 2.
4.
Take a dribble. Take a fucking dribble.
A dribble when you got somebody standing there cutting you off. He had to release it. It wasn't no. If you would have dribbled again, that's a charge.
Still a trash ass shot.
You got to though.
We only say they not trash shots because they the Warriors.
But no, the shot clock was running down.
That was a bad possession.
Lonnie Walker got the ball. AD comes up, sets the screen.
I love how
switch.
LeBron is playing all ball. That shit is amazing.
AD has the ball, passes it to LeBron. LeBron versus Wiggins. AD tries to set the pick. Lonnie Walker,
no way
versus Steph Curry. He takes
a
mid-range jump over Steph Curry.
Wow.
He hits it. Lakers are up
Lonnie Walker.
by 1 point.
Wow. Horrible.
If they win this series, Lonnie Walker should eat for free forever.
And he has 13 points this quarter. Klay Thompson, please don't shoot that. No, Klay shoots and misses it.
If they win this game, that's a terrible shot. That was a terrible shot. Terrible shot.
3-point shots.
You got to get a good possession here. You got to get a good possession here.
Lose this game.
You got to get a good possession here.
Terrible execution.
You got to get a good possession here.
Terrible execution.
You got to get a good possession here.
Terrible execution.
You got to get a good possession here.
What is up with this?
Oh, fuck. You got to get a good possession here. Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
Dang, Bron.
His foul.
Oh, foul for real?
Oh, we already know, bro. Uh-oh, here we go.
Foul for real? Did he really foul him?
Yes, he fouled him. He got him on the wrist. He fouled him.
I got to see it. I don't know about that.
I might challenge that, though.
I'm not challenging.
Let me see it, but I don't think he...
Actually, yeah, no,
bro,
I
you
ain't
go bail,
challenging
but
that.
LeBron shoot. Low percentage shooter. He definitely fouled
He didn't foul him.
This
What
LeBron
the...
chest right now.
That's crazy. You need a foul to score on... If anything, LeBron pushed off. Gee, that's...
Who are you rooting for? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly.
I'm just keeping it a bean.
Oh, he made the first.
Who are you rooting for?
I'm just
LeBron
keeping it a
still
bean.
going.
That's crazy.
He's like,
You wild.
Skip Bayless gonna go crazy tomorrow.
Also, even if you miss, they better get the rebound.
Skip Bayless
I'm gonna
gonna
have to
Skip Bayless gonna go crazy tomorrow. There's no way that
Even
goes
if why has Reeves down there? Put him. I'm like, fuck it.
LeBron shoots a free throw. He makes it. He thought he was gonna miss that motherfucker. He ran hard as hell to the rim. Lakers are
I'm
up
not
by
letting
3.
Steph shoot this ball.
The Warriors about to lose the game.
Anybody else? I'm not letting Steph shoot this ball.
Series is
5
over.
fouls.
This game and this series is over.
I'm not letting Steph shoot this ball.
Ooh, good shot,
night.
Steph Curry. All right.
Damn, how much he got?
All right, because
You can lay the ball
know,
up.
what the fuck is wrong with Steve Kerr? Why do you run or why is Klay getting the ball consecutively 2 times in the game in the fourth quarter? Give the ball to Steph Curry, bro. What are you doing?
He tried to
and
get a
Schroeder
foul.
trying to draw the foul. All right, 50 seconds.
Pass the ball,
left
bro.
in the
Please
game.
pass
Schroeder
the
dribbles the ball. LeBron takes a fuck you 3. He misses. Austin Reeves gets the ball, but he fouls Steph Curry over the back. Steph Curry will be shooting free throws, I believe.
We in the bonus?
Or is that the first foul?
The Lakers in the bonus?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Great play by Steph Curry.
Oh, my God. That was
Anticipated
crazy,
AD coming over with the hard help. Reeves didn't want to commit the foul.
6 years ago, he would have shot a 3.
Well, but that's a terrible shot by LeBron.
That's a bad shot.
Why the fuck are you taking? Why is it a bad shot for LeBron,
Because
but it's not a bad shot for Steph
Okay,
Curry?
hold on,
You did not just ask me that. You did not just ask me
Shut
that.
up.
40 seconds left. Steph Curry dribbles the ball. AD, LeBron, and
God.
switch. Steph Curry got Anthony Davis. He dribbles. AD.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him.
Ooh,
Don't foul him.
he still
Good
got it.
defense.
Steph Curry got it. Ooh,
Don't foul him. Don't foul him.
He takes a step back. Over AD, misses. Draymond gets the rebound. He passes out to Curry. Curry has the ball. 20 seconds left. All right. Steph Curry shoots a fuck you 3. He misses it. Lonnie Walker gets the ball. They don't foul. Wow. Another terrible fucking shot.
That was a terrible shot.
They deserve it.
But hey, that's
The
great. Pat be
Warriors
really out
deserve
here
this
paying
loss.
2 sides. You
Terrible fucking
he the double H
shot,
talking
bro.
about who's he?
I
Terrible
fucking
fucking
want them
shot.
to win. I actually
That's
think they
crazy.
was.
Terrible shot, bro.
That
Terrible
was great
shot.
defense by AD,
That
by
was
the way.
great defense. That
Great
possession.
defense.
Terrible shot. At that point, I might have passed it to Clay and tried to get it back. That's a terrible shot. Terrible
Bro,
shot.
That's a
what
terrible
the
shot.
fuck
He
is
can't
that
make it,
shot?
but it's a terrible shot.
His momentum wasn't even going with him. Terrible
Well,
shot.
I'm decided to stand by
This series
a
is
statement. There's no
kaput.
such thing as a bad
Hey,
shot by Steph Curry.
You was right. Go ahead. I'll take my L.
He did that shit. He
I'll
did.
take my
It's
L.
not over yet, though.
It's
It's not over yet. No,
It's
it's
not
not.
over yet, bro.
It's
It's a 2-point game.
Not over. It's about to be a 3-point game.
I watched this team religiously for 7 years.
I'm
It's over.
honestly not letting them shoot a 3. Fuck that. I'm
Watched them
fouling.
religiously for 7 years. It's over.
I'm not letting them shoot no 3.
This
I'm
dude, Lonnie
fouling.
Walker really
If it
popped up
goes
out of
in,
nowhere and turned into Sasha Vujacic.
I'm not letting them shoot a 3. Do you foul?
I mean, that's what you should do, but I don't want
Do you foul in this
I don't want to
situation?
see that. You should.
You play it out?
You should.
You play this out?
I'm playing with house money.
Man, what? Man, I'm not letting them motherfuckers shoot the ball.
Well, what if you foul them and they make the 3 because they're so good at shooting the ball? You just try to get a touch foul and he throw the ball up and it goes in.
Foul him immediately. And I don't think they're going to inbound the ball to Steph.
No, but you don't know what he's gonna run. He might run a double screen near the sideline for him to get an open shot coming on the sideline.
I think
which is probably what he'll do. He gonna run a double screen, have Klay come off the action first, and Steph come up the middle and go around and shoot the ball from the corner if he can. and get the ball. He's not just gonna give it to him in isolation.
I know he's not gonna do isolation.
And if you just try to grab him the moment he catches the ball, he can still just throw the ball up in the air. And he's done it. I've watched him with my own 2 eyes do it a million times. Throw the ball up in the air and it just goes in. And then you get a 4-point play and now you lost. And then you sitting up here and everybody in the whole world is calling him Darvin Scam instead of calling him by his blood-giving name.
I also think it depends on who gets the ball too. I'm also only playing the 3-point line.
I think you're tripping. You're dealing with one of the best free throw shooting teams historically when you have multiple shaky free throw shooters on your team. They just have to keep the ball out of Lonnie Walker's hands and try to keep it out of Reeves' hands. But even still, Reeves is young. LeBron just literally thought he missed the second shot that he made at the free throw line. I don't trust AD at the free throw line. But I also think the Warriors about to lose. Let's go. Final possession. This is about to be the end of the
bro, somebody about to hit something, bro.
Damn, it sucks as how it's going to end, bro. All right, 1-0. Lakers up 1-0. Steph Curry is inbounding the ball, so he'll probably get it back. Klay Thompson is out there. Wiggins. Moody is still out there. Interesting. Draymond gets the ball. He dribbles it to the rim. What the fuck is Draymond doing? Draymond! What are you doing?
Draymond is with the Lakers. I'm telling you, he's a double agent. He loves LeBron so much that he don't mind sacrificing this championship run for the Warriors. For LeBron
Did they give him the timeout?
He with them, G. It's Warriors playing 4-on-6.
Did they give him the timeout? No, they didn't give him the timeout.
Gee, what the fuck was he doing?
What the fuck that was?
That's crazy. Hey, 4-on-6. He with us. He's been with the Lakers the entire series.
Brother,
they ain't give him the timeout?
Brother, what?
They didn't give him the timeout?
Brother, what? Draymond, what? All right, 5.4. Draymond, what?
He's
they ain't give him the timeout, though.
5.4 seconds left. Jump ball. Wiggins taps it out. Curry gets it. It is knocked out of bounds. They say Lakers ball.
What is going on?
They can't review it.
What the fuck? Yo,
I thought LeBron hit it out of his hands.
What the fuck was Draymond?
They can't review that?
They have to review it. It's under 2 minutes. Right?
Yeah, like Steph wouldn't just throw the ball out of. Oh, he did.
He did throw the ball out of bounds. What the fuck? Draymond, what the fuck? What the fuck?
He thought somebody was behind him.
Draymond, if you upload a podcast episode tonight, G.
What the fuck? Yo, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, G. Hey, bro. I know that reaction on camera.
Go out.
Look, I know that reaction on camera looks funny as hell. Because I literally was like, what the fuck?
No, you say he deserves a max contract. When I literally reminded you he did the same shit that one year when that same year the Warriors missed the playoffs. That same year missed the playoffs when Draymond Green smoked that floater. Same shit. He's not a good. He's atrocious on offense.
Was LeBron thing on there?
Max players
That's
do that?
a real question. He definitely fouled the fuck out of Steph multiple times.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
That foul, G.
No, he didn't. He just fell down. And we not calling that right there.
Yeah, this man
he didn't touch
the ball out of bounds.
He threw the ball out of bounds. He ain't touch that shit.
Like, brother,
he probably just lost.
Y'all want y'all Max players doing that?
The ball. He thought
no, he didn't lose that shit. That was an intentional pass. G.
It's over. The dynasty is over.
Whatever
You're right.
Whatever he did, yeah, I'm about to.
It's over.
They still got to win one more game.
It's over.
No, it's over. Up. It's up.
And this ain't no jinxing, none of that shit. It's over.
It's up.
But I told y'all, this team don't look the same, bro. But I believe I also said they need to beat them in 5. But I don't know. Did I say on the episode that they need to beat them in 5 because they won't beat them in 6 or 7?
No, I just remember that was your final pick.
I feel like I said they're going to beat them in 5 because
he got timeout.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
What did he say?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
It don't matter. They still cooked. Nobody cares. They're not finna get a fucking 5-second inbound. This is not NBA 2K.
Boy, I throw that bitch to the other side of the court.
I just throw that motherfucker in the air.
To the other side of the court.
No, I'm dead. No,
throw that bitch high as hell.
I would just throw it in the air in the middle of the floor.
Nah, the issue is they don't start until somebody touch it, I don't think.
I know, and just slap that motherfucker around. Let's play volleyball.
Throw that bitch up there. Watch that shit down on the end of the court. Watch that shit on the end of the court. Try to go get this motherfucker. You know Magic Johnson did that one game? It was at the end of like the 91 finals. He inbounded the ball. They tried to foul him. He just threw the ball up in the air. And the clock clock ran out. He threw it to the other end of the court. He gave the ball. He just threw the shit to the other end of the court. The clock ran out. They lost the game. I'm like, yo, that's actually very smart. That's incredibly smart.
Hey, but
But
nah,
ball his ass said,
Real
hell no,
quick,
boy.
hey.
Catch the ball, motherfucker.
but that's just crazy. Suspect number 1 and suspect number 2.
Damn, the Warriors really cooked.
Can we evaluate the evidence on each of y'all that make y'all the
You gotta
suspects?
say it's a must-win game for both teams. Duh.
No. I mean, it's not about
Evaluate the
evaluating
evidence on
evidence.
each one.
No,
Pappy switched from the Lakers won't
What
even
we
build us
seen-
down the
we've
floor with them
seen
to
those losses
I
really-
actually want the Warriors to lose finally now. And then you went from the
no.
Warriors in 5 to
No.
this team is nowhere near explosive as it should be.
I said the same thing in the last episode. I just picked them in 5 because I said I'm not picking them.
Nah, but that's fucking
I just-
no.
what you fucking
None of that.
mean?
You
Damn, I owe
you
you a
came
bottle.
you came on the show. Yes, you do. You came on the show. You came on the show confident as hell
Did I
talking about
make
some
the bet
Warriors
with
in
you, though?
5.
Did I make the bet with you though for that?
No, you didn't.
Okay, who
but
did?
still.
So why
but
you giving me
I,
shit?
I
Give
talked
me
to I
shit.
talked to
He
both of
don't owe you
y'all.
a bottle.
I talked to both of
Talk
y'all.
to him.
Yeah, I
He
see
don't
crazy.
owe you a
It's gonna be.
bottle.
You about to get some of that, bro.
He the one that owe you a bottle.
Yeah, hey.
I'm
But
not
yeah,
the one that owe you
you
a
want me to
bottle.
bring the oranges?
You want me? Exactly. You want me to bring the
You want me to bring? It's the second time you asked me wrong about the Lakers, nigga. It's the second fucking time. You said Dylan Brooks was gonna send the Lakers home, nigga, and now we fucking about to knock these niggas. You said they was gonna send the Lakers home,
Over
nigga.
for the Warriors, bro.
Fuck out of here,
You
nigga.
want me to bring the see Lonnie Walker?
It's legit over.
Lonnie Walker should never pay for a meal
ring
in Los
18 on the
Angeles
way.
ever again, bro.
Ring 18 on the way.
See, but
It's
what
up.
the fuck was that? Lonnie Walker should never pay for a meal in Los Angeles, California ever again.
Damn, the dynasty really over, bro. They cooked. There's no way in hell. Over LeBron James' dead body. That's crazy. Lakers might get to the finals. And you know what? You can't even blame the refs. I don't want to hear nobody talk referee and none of that shit.
Yeah, I agree. That referee shit.
Yo,
that's the worst take of
I
the
disagree
Twitter.
with
That's
that.
the worst take of Twitter.
It was a lot of questionable calls, but they were on both sides to me.
That-
On what
In the last 2 games in terms of the refereeing.
That free throw shit is not shocking at all. The Warriors can't defend without fouling. The Lakers are one of the best teams defending without fouling.
kind of want
And now everybody acting shocked. Like the Warriors don't shoot 63s a game.
Go ahead.
What'd he say?
Go ahead. Hit the button on the shit. Hold on. I'll hit the button. LeBron is speaking. Go ahead.
Ready? Yeah. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been on another wave. About to blast off for days. Damn, they don't even know my face. Pull the fuck she even saw my face. Know my whole story before she even talked to me. Feel like I'm a superstar when you walk to me. Everybody wanna know my name. Remember when they couldn't pronounce my name? Hey, gang. It's a great game.
Great game. Warriors dynasty is over.
What the fuck was Draymond doing though?
What the fuck was Clay doing for those 2 possessions?
I feel like whatever play they,
What was Steph doing on them bad shots at the end of the game? There's a lot of
it's a lot of what the fuck was going on.
what the fuck isms. But I mean,
But that final play, bro, I think they were trying to run a wheel to like, they were trying to run a wheel to.
play, you should have did what I said and fucking run a double screen up top and try to get them a shot out the corner.
Yeah, it's like once Draymond gets the ball and once Draymond gets the ball and dives to the rim, like, oh, you gonna lay the ball up? Okay, cool. He actually probably could have laid the ball up. They just panicked. He actually probably could have just laid the ball up. But who was guarding him? Was AD guarding? No. Who was guarding him?
I don't know.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, that is crazy. But
you know what the league needs now?
What?
Phoenix, LA.
Phoenix, LA?
We need Phoenix, LA.
No, I want to see Denver.
I want to see Denver, but we need Phoenix, LA. We need KD versus Bron in the conference finals for a shot to get to the finals.
We don't need anything.
We need Lakers Celtics. That's what we need is Lakers Celtics.
I really don't want to see
We need Lakers Celtics, G.
I don't want to see that. That's kind of like
We need Lakers Celtics. We need Lakers Celtics. We need another chapter in the Lakers Celtics rivalry.
that's kind of whatever.
No, we need Lakers Celtics. What matchup would you want to see in the finals at this point? Obviously, we can't write Golden State off just 3-1, but we can't write them off. They can still win the series. I doubt they're going to win 3 straight games at this point, but it could happen.
I want to see Miami.
You want to see Lakers Miami?
Yeah, because we going to whoop their ass again just like how we did in the bubble. I fuck with that matchup. Bam can't keep up with AD, and Butler might do his thing, but then ain't going to be enough. And he's not going to shoot 45% from 3 against us in the finals with the way we defend. So, yeah, that's the matchup I want to see, honestly. Even though hats off to Miami, they're literally doing something I've never seen them. I've never seen the AFC possibly yet have the ability to advance to the conference finals. So shout out to them, but I don't think that they'd be what. I don't know who's winning the Boston Philly series.
I don't know either.
But I originally picked Philly, so that was my original pick heading into the series. So I'm gonna stick with that, but I don't know.
I said Boston, but that was before I knew. I thought Embiid wasn't playing the rest of the playoffs. Like I thought he was done for the rest of the playoffs.
I feel you. Shout out to him for getting out there.
Yes. Shout out for being out there. Can we talk about that series real quick?
Yeah, we can.
Y'all can't. I'm done. I'm ready to go home.
I feel you. Give me your thoughts on that series real quick.
The Boston Philly series, it's mad intense, and you don't know honestly what's really going to happen in that series. Like you said, you came out game 1. I think Boston was real sleepy, and Embiid was out. Harden, they was literally laughing at him on the ESPN on the countdown when they was asking him, "Oh, is he gonna step up and show up?" And he comes out first game and rips off 45 points, and in an efficient style, 1-on-1, going at Jaylen Brown, going at a lot of these guys, and he really punched him in the mouth. And then he came out game 2. That's when obviously the game, playoffs is a game of adjustments. Come out there, Joe Mazzulla actually started to throw a couple bodies at him. They show Harden some different looks. They blow him out, and Harden shoots like 5 for 19 or something like that. Game 3 is another game. Also, Embiid comes back that game, and Embiid comes back the next game. And Celtics get him again. They get him 2 in a row. Tatum and Brown really show up. Harden struggles again. And in game 4, Harden gives you another 45-point game out of nowhere. So it's just kind of like really surprising. It's hard to predict when Harden's going to show up or not. I can't sit here and tell you like, oh, yeah, it's going to be another Philly's going to get game 5 because Harden's going to go like, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. When you show up 50% of the time and it's just like, it's a lot going on in this series. I think these teams are very evenly matched. They have 2 different play styles, obviously, for the most part. And Philly likes to play down low through their big guy, their generational big. And while Boston sits on the wing, they shoot a lot of threes and they play from the perimeter and they attack. But the way it's clashing is real nice. But I'm gonna stick with my main pick, Philly, even though it's nice. Embiid, not to say he's really been kind of, I feel like not neutralized. I feel like he's kind of been neutralized these playoffs. A team will show him a double, and he gets doubled a lot. So it's very hard for him to like really dominate. And Jokic is just a different type of beast. He kind of navigates the double team a different way. But
now you admit it.
No, he still didn't deserve MVP. But Embiid, he looks very limited when you do throw the doubles at him and you do throw the looks. And but cheers to him also because he does a good job of getting rid of the ball immediately. He doesn't try to attack the double team. He usually doesn't force a bad shot up. Excluding the last 4th quarter, he was on. I didn't really catch much of the game, but I saw he pretty much is the reason why they couldn't get that. They still won, but he was the reason why it was still a close game, right? Because Harden was making those to the big buckets in the last game in the 4th quarter, and Embiid was tweaking. But anyway, I think this series is going to be a good one. And also they just do a good job with Embiid with Robert Williams and Horford and those big guys in Boston. But I'm gonna go Philly in 7 probably.
I think that the Sixers. When I think Harden kind of like remembered who he was. I don't say remember who he was. Just went back to Houston Harden a little bit. I think a lot of times this season, Harden has done a really great job of facilitating. I mean, obviously the game when we was texting, it was a bad game. Like, yo, he still got like 13 assists.
But he also had like fucking 6 turnovers.
I feel you, but he had 30. Like, I think again, Embiid coming back, he kind of went back to what he'd been doing throughout the regular season, which is being a point guard. I think game 4, he was like, man, I'm letting this shit fly fuck it. And there was points in time when I watched the game, I'm like, nah, Harden, you need to take over.
I feel you. And
fucking Embiid, take over.
I can respect that. That's why I love KD playoffs this year. Like a lot of guys, when you get down to those 2 for 14, those 2 for 18 numbers, you gonna just disappear. You gonna stop shooting the ball. KD was still looking for opportunities to get up more tough shots and more shots, despite the fact that he was struggling. And you end up finishing the game. Oh well, you finished the game 17 for fucking 45. You end up getting 40. You shot fucking 12 free throws. You stayed aggressive and you put your team in position to win. That's when you really got to tip your hat to these greats when they don't let their head get down just because they miss and they start to impact the game in other ways, with rebounding and assists and whatnot.
Also for the Suns, shout out Devin Booker and shout out Monty Williams for using the rest of the team. I don't think the Suns have a bad bench. I think they legit were not using them. Campaign came up in the game. What was it? Game was it 2? He didn't play really well. It was game 2 and they put him in and play really well. Mm-hmm. But again, I think that was like his third game back off injury.
Do you agree with the opinion, the narrative right now amongst Campaign and Chris Paul? They say the team plays much better with Chris Paul on the bench. They saying that with with Campaign, they get rid of the ball, everybody's moving around. And as opposed to Chris Paul up there dribbling, waiting for the screen, and just kind of hijacking offense.
They play faster.
I mean, I think is that better for this team? Should Chris Paul just sit out the rest of the fucking playoffs?
I told the world a long time ago that this team would not work if Chris Paul was the main point of offense. Again, I'm right.
Should he sit out for the rest of the playoffs? Like, what is going on with this team? Why does it seem like they're drastically better with their backup point guard starting?
If he gets healthy, you kind of can't sit him out for the rest of the playoffs, but you can do things where it's like you can have him. I think you can do things where you can have him navigate with more of the benches out there. But again, like I said, I think Campaign is probably their best penetrator. The bench isn't that bad. Like I think Campaign is probably their best penetrator outside of like Devin Booker. The center they have Londale. I got he's solid. What you talking about, Aiden?
Aiden had a better game, but nigga, Aiden, you lied. It's another out of the list. Suspect number 1 over here also lied to me about Aiden. That's just crazy. This nigga had 4 points. He got benched for an undrafted fucking center. And we had this conversation.
He got to play better than that.
He dropped even lower. He has dropped even lower on the ranks of number 1 picks now. It's been, they say he's going through some shit behind the scenes or whatever. He's not getting along with Monty. He's not shaking Chris Paul's hand or whatever in the huddles. But Aiden,
he ain't.
If they had a center better than Aiden, this series would be different.
Literally, I'm talking figuratively. Why are we talking about this? He has expressed from the start of the season that even after him and Monty had that argument last year in the playoffs that they ain't talked since then. He don't fuck with this team. He wanted to leave. They matched the contract so he couldn't fucking leave. Why are we acting surprised by this?
You still need to show up and you still need to produce. Why are you in your feelings?
I don't have to do shit.
Yes, the fuck you on primetime TV. It's 5 million niggas watching you, bro.
You know who didn't show up?
5 million niggas watched you get picked number 1. We watched you get picked over Luka Doncic. We watched you get picked over Trae Young. We watched all of this shit. We watched it. And you go out there and you get 4 points.
If I'm DeAndre Ayton,
4 points, 9 rebounds,
including anybody that
3 shot attempts.
Say about me.
Bum ass nigga.
And I told you I didn't want to be here. How the fuck you gonna be mad at me because I told you I didn't want to be here? You made me stay here, and now you upset at me because you brought Kevin Durant in to take more of my fucking shots away. Fuck out of here, man. How you mad at him?
What you mean? How am I mad at nigga? Produce, nigga, get a rebound, nigga. What do you mean? So what, nigga? Still, so what? What?
Okay,
you still out there? You have opportunity to win a championship. Put your feelings to the side and get out there and produce. I'm not gonna sit here and baby you talking about some. Oh, you don't want to be here, so. It's okay if you get 4 points, my nigga. Like it's okay. You go ahead. Cool. Go ahead and get 8 rebounds. Okay. Go ahead and be to the point where you can be benched by Jock Londale.
If I hate where I work, don't expect me to be productive, bro. That's the moral of the story.
You are on primetime TV. Everybody, the host is watching, the analysis is watching, everybody is watching.
I don't think he gives a fuck. I think you're missing the point.
Okay, then sit out then. Then pull up in the fit like Ben Simmons. Sit out then. No. If that's how you feel, don't play.
And I go out there and I warm my big ass up.
Say you got a sore back and don't play, bro. If that's how you feel. Because you fucking up the product of the game, nigga. When you come out there and doing shit like that.
You fucking up the product of the game.
You fucking up the product of the game.
Podcast episodes than playoff wins.
Paul George is way better than DeAndre Ayton. I don't give a fuck if he's doing podcasts, whatever he's doing. So that's not valid.
Then playoff wins.
Paul George, Ayton is not fucking with him.
Championship NBA Finals. I haven't seen
to what? To get torched the fuck up? To get what? The biggest piece of barbecue chicken? He was the biggest piece of barbecue chicken in NBA history, in NBA Finals history.
Have I ever seen Paul George in the finals? Yes or no? Oh, I forgot.
Is Aiden the reason why they got to the finals?
If he wasn't there,
no.
They would have got to the finals?
If you replace him with a decent, replace him with Miles Turner or some shit, yes.
Good night.
Yes.
Nah, man. Nah,
Yeah.
man.
If you replace him with Nick Claxton, yes.
Nah,
Crazy with Brooke Lopez, yes.
nah, man. Nah, I can't. Nah.
If you replace him with Nas Reed, yes.
You hot.
If you can.
Shit. Nah, bro. I can't go there with you, dog. I can't go there with you, dog.
Good ass synergy.
Y'all want to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, nah, it's been real. Shout out all y'all for watching today. And I'm sure we'll be back next time. Oh, if y'all haven't done it already, please stream my new single with Glasses Malone, Love It For Yourself. Go check that out. New music coming soon, album coming soon, app everywhere on the internet. Joe gets plugging.
Make sure everybody clears their schedules for Game 5. So once we Game 5 when the Lakers clinch, make sure I don't want no excuses. I don't want none of that. And then the West Conference Finals. Look, make sure y'all join my Instagram live. I'm gonna go Instagram live with the class says Zubato like it's the Finals MVP in that bitch. I'm gonna be like.
That don't mean I'm gonna be there. They're not winning Game 5 though. They probably win. If I'm
whatever. Just make sure y'all there. And make sure your fans. Make sure y'all join my IG live. I'm going live that day. I'm going crazy. We lit. I'm gonna hold it like it's the NBA championship. But yeah, give me on Instagram Joe R Wilson, Twitter @Joe's. Another episode. We lit.
About to blast off.